What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? Welcome back to the show. If it's your first time joining the show, welcome to the show. Like and subscribe and leave a comment below for the algorithm. I'm on tour right now. Come out and see me. Right now I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, baby. Last night I was in Iowa. Then I play Kansas City, going to Monday Night Football. Then I go to Cleveland, St. Louis, Grand Rapids, Detroit, New Orleans, San Antonio. Then, of course, in the new year, I'm in Chicago and Durham, Atlanta, Charleston, Philly, New York, Phoenix, San Francisco, San Diego, Boston, Minneapolis, Minnesota to close it out. Go to andrewsantino.com for those tickets. andrewsantino.com. Come out and see me.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean it once again today. It is the first time on this show we've had to do 10, 15 minutes of AV work just for Ahren Belisle because he's so demanding. He's so he's so picky. And welcome to the show, Ahren.
It wasn't real work, you just suck.
All right, he says I suck. I don't suck. First of all, Ahren.
Why does your bathroom door lock when you go inside? I literally couldn't get out.
Yeah, we lock the door. We make the bathroom lock from the inside. To be honest with you, to mess with people with disabilities. That was deliberate. Yeah, we thought that was kind of funny. We thought if we put a lock on the inside, it'll make it so disabled people have trouble, and then it'll be kind of a bit for us. And it's working very well. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually wonderful. Ahren has, for people that don't know, Ahren has not just been a Kill Tony star, come off of the great show Kill Tony, which is incredible what Tony's done down there for a lot of young guys and a lot of emerging comics. Shout out to the kid for doing that. He made something special down there, truly. But not just that, you've also been on TV also on your own already. You did AGT, which was nice, and you said the worst part about AGT was what? You told me before the show. You said it was what? Say it. Go ahead. Don't be afraid to say it. See, he said it off camera. Now he's going to get shy. But he's got to say it through a phone anyway, so it doesn't matter. But he said the worst part of AGT, of course, was this. It was, what was it, Ahren?
The smell of Simon Cowell's cock?
Exactly. You told me before the show, you said the stench from Simon Cowell's wiener was unbearable. And that's what this is for people that don't know at home. Simon Cowell, of course, makes you kiss the tip. He does that. He says, just the tip before you go on, just the tip. And you have to kiss the tip, and it reeks. He hasn't washed it in 30 years. But God bless. Good for you. No, that's not what you said. You said you don't like Terry Crews because you don't like black people. But that's something that he said, and that's Ahren has to live with that kind of stuff. And Ahren brought his dog Al in, who's now taking a nap beautifully. And I'm happy to have you here. Are you happy to be in LA or no? Is this your first time in Los Angeles?
I've been here a bunch.
Okay, good. Well, if I was mayor, you wouldn't be let back in this place, but. Well, we'll let you back in a few more times. Are you in town for business bullshit? Are you doing Hollywood stuff? You told me you were going to go do mic drop in San Diego to go play the club. But I'm sure Hollywood's calling.
I'm here for shows and meetings.
Shows and meetings. Right. This is what they all do. They come in for shows and meetings. What meetings? What casting couch? Any Weinsteins? Any Epsteins? Which Steins are you meeting with?
Just podcasts and film meetings. I just get texts saying where to go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. He's using this disability thing as like, I don't know any better. Sorry I was late. Sorry I missed the meeting. Sorry I was late to the show. I'm disabled. It's grow up, dude.
I'm disabled. You're a little retarded. It's fine.
I'm more than a little, Ahren. Thank you so much. I also want to thank Ahren for bringing me a gift. We've never had someone bring me a gift. He brought me a Hustler magazine. Ahren, this was very nice of you. This is April 2022, so he's had this for a while. And you can't even open, you can open one page. That's it. So thank you so much.
I also brought you a flashlight vacuum.
Yo, did you do that? You brought us those sex toys? That's from you? Very nice. Now, have you used a sex toy before, Ahren? Have you ever used any of these contraptions? The what is it called? The suck? Auto suck? Yeah, have you used any of that stuff before, Ahren? My guess is...
I've used all of them.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, I saw that coming for a long time. Yeah, what do you think? Do you like it? But the cleanup is a nightmare. Don't you think sex toys, the cleanup is disgusting? You have to clean after you're done, which I find to be the most annoying part.
I actually lied. That's why I've never used one.
Oh, okay.
I don't want a clean, dry cum. That's fucking gross.
It is gross. You are right. That is very gross. I don't know why. I don't know why I even thought you were that kind of guy. You're not.
Maybe he could do the cleaning.
Oh, you let the dog lick it up? You perv. Well, it is a golden retriever. They're not the brightest dogs on earth. No, they're very sweet. They're very loyal. They're like you. They're loyal. They're sweet. A little slow, but warm, big, beautiful heart. Right? That's exactly right. That is precisely what you are. You're just like a golden retriever. And what is this thing? Is that a tumor sticking out of this guy?
It's a skin tag.
Ah, that's what I call him. A skin tag. That's his nickname. Ahren, how old are you? I'm going to guess right now, not if I'm right. 25. I'm way off, huh? What are you? You're like 74.
30.
Really? Wow. My God. You look like a baby, 30 years old.
The cerebral palsy keeps me young.
That's right. It does. Now, how did you get cerebral palsy? What happened? Is it somewhere you lived? Was it living conditions or
Well, first my mom had sex with my dad. They had diseases. It's a whole thing.
No, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, man. Do you have any video of that, of your mom and your dad having sex? You can play that. You can open your show that way. Instead of the improv playing those promo videos, that's what they play.
I can ask for you.
Please. Yeah, please. Yeah. Please let your mom and dad know I'd like some of that footage. Okay, so we're not drinking on the show today, but do you ever drink alcohol or no? I don't know. And if you do, we could always pour him a little something.
I only drink whiskey.
Do you want some?
I usually mix it with Coke because I'm a bitch.
No, you're not a bitch at all. We have Coke in there. Let's get him. Will you get him a Coke out of there? There's got to be a Coke in there, right? But you're not a bitch. I talked to a master distiller at Buffalo Trace, right? And he said to me, I asked, what's the right way to have bourbon, whiskey? And he said, any way you like it. Ice, no ice, Coke, no Coke. Yeah. And I like it straight because I'm a man. Because I'm a full-grown man. I'm not a little Belisle. It's not the bitch. The word bitch is now, it's called Belisle now. A little Belisle.
Fuck you and your beard.
Don't be mad you can't grow facial hair. That's not my fault.
I'll grow one day.
Oh, no, you won't.
I'll fucking show you.
Oh, yeah? You're going to show me one day you're going to grow a beard? All right. I want to see it. You're 30. You look so young, man. That's incredible. Good for you. I've looked 40 since I was a child.
I shaved today for the first time in 3 weeks, and it was just like...
Ooh. You got just the chin strap. You have just the chin strap grows in. This doesn't grow in. No chance. Why? But Ahren, why does the dog have a Canadian flag? Are you Canadian? Oh, fuck. A disabled Canadian? Does it get any worse than that?
I'm not disabled. I'm just Canadian.
All right. Those are one and the same.
I'm half French.
Ah, oui. The French part must be a super hairy bush. Is that what it is? That's the French part? You've never trimmed down here. I've seen it. It puffs through his pants. Unless he's packing a machine down there. Oh, he's looking. Yeah.
I shave when I have sex.
Ooh.
So about once a year?
Okay, very good. So only once a year you'll let the dog fuck you, huh? Once a year, that's the only time you can get it?
The service dog agency has a quota. Only once a year I'm allowed to fuck him.
Has Kill Tony ever hooked you up with a girl?
No, not directly.
Oh, but indirectly. Oh, Ahren, you bad boy. You bad little boy, dude. You're a naughty boy.
One of them poked holes in my condoms.
No. That's real? Holy shit. Somebody poked holes in the condom. Oh, he's going to show me the... No way. He's got the photo? You got to text that to me so I can show it to the audience. Oh, my God. There's holes in the condom. That's insane. They poked holes in the condom. They thought they were on a come up, huh? They thought they were going to get not sugar daddy, like a saccharin daddy. You're not a sugar daddy yet. You're more like a stevia daddy, right? You're a little off, just a little off to the side. So wait a minute. Did you caught this person in the act? So you never hooked up with them, or did this happen? You hooked up and then you found out afterwards. That's an unbelievable story. I've never had that happen to me. So poke a hole in the condom. That's crazy talk.
Aspartame daddy.
Here's my aspartame daddy. There he is, little cancer kid.
I found out later.
Oh, wow, that's awful. My God. So you could be out there having more babies with cerebral palsy. You could be spreading the good word, huh?
No, there's no baby.
Yeah, he says a prayer. He's crossing off to the good Lord. That's wild, though. That kind of thing is crazy to think that someone would do that in real life, poke a hole in the condom. That's not funny. That's terrible. I mean, who knows what could have happened?
It was fucked up.
Very fucked up.
Drake puts hot sauce in his condoms and ties them up so this doesn't happen. But I can't tie a knot, so next time I'm using fucking lighter fluid.
Does he really? That's fun. Does he really do that?
Yeah.
Wait, Drake, he puts hot sauce?
I think to kill the sperm or something afterwards.
No, that's not a real. That's a real thing?
That's a real thing.
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it. Yeah, Google it right now. He's got the computer. That's his job. That's great. He puts hot sauce on his condoms. Wow. I thought that's because underage girls don't like hot sauce. I thought that's why he does it.
Said they had sex for about 20 minutes. He mostly hit it from the back. Eventually came inside the condom. Immediately after he went inside the bathroom to dispose of it, she fished the condom out of the trash, untied it, and put the open end into her vagina. But she said it felt like pouring hot lava into her pussy. She screamed and Drake ran into the bathroom. He admitted that he poured a packet of hot sauce in the condom to kill the sperm. Now the Instagram model is threatening to sue Drake.
Well, why would she threaten to sue? She was looking to do something that was non-consensual. That would be on her.
Yeah.
How could you can't sue someone if you did something like,
You can sue people in this country for anything.
God bless, greatest country in the world.
These hoes are crazy. But Drake has like $1 billion. I have like 80.
$80. This is the most you got to your name? That's it. That's all he's got in his wallet. He's looking right now. No, that looks way less than 80, Aaron. Oh, okay, maybe there's 80 in there. And you know you got to pay to be on the show, so leave the money on the table. Aaron, I've seen some of the Kill Tony tours with some of the Kill Tony regulars. Are you doing those shows? Or are you just doing solo shows?
I'm just doing my own tour for now.
Good.
Tony hasn't added me yet.
Well, probably because you're better than all those other comics that are on that lineup. That's how that goes. When you're too good, you're going to outshine all those guys. So good for you. You don't have to say anything. I'll take it from here. Aaron, imagine if you had two hands on that thing, how fast this would go. That is amazing. I really like you, though, man. Everything I've seen with you is incredible. The solo tour is good, though. That's the way that, I mean, look, to differentiate yourself is important, right? Because you get on those shows and there's a lot of different kinds of comics and you don't want to get grouped in with everybody. You want to kind of be your own guy. And you are your own performer. Now, do you do an hour? You got a whole hour right now? I like that. Wow. Are you going to shoot a special? Yeah, it's an overwhelming feeling, huh?
There's a difference between like a club hour and like a Netflix special with like a theme and cohesive painting, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. No, you're right. I mean, that's the whole thing is, hours in the club are so much different because, they're more interactive. There's nothing like live stand-up. Live comedy is by far the best. That's why it's really hard to create a cohesive hour. That's why it takes a lot of people a long time to do them, and that's why they never really turn out the way that anybody wants. I don't care who it is. You ask Burr and all these guys, the biggest names in the game, they all are like, I would have tweaked this, or I would have tweaked this, or I would have tweaked that. That's what's hard, because once it's done, it's done. But with live, it's so unhinged. It's so free. Dan Soder said to me one time, they're getting it right from the tap. That's the best part about anything live. It's right from the source. It's unfiltered.
Perfectionism is also like impossible cause the hour is never good enough.
It's true. It's absolutely true. That's the problem is you probably have that in your bones. You're probably a kid you were specific about everything you really wanted to do. You're really concise with what your comedy is, what I've seen of you online. I can tell that you care. So what's hard is relinquishing this, this control. That's really what it is. You're just giving up all that control. What part of Canada did you grow up in? Let me guess and just nod your head if I'm right. Ready? West Coast or East Coast? West? No. East Coast. Toronto. Montreal. No, Montreal, you said half French. Quebec. You're a Quebecian for sure. I know that. You said there was some French in there.
Northern Ontario?
Northern Ontario. Or New Brunswick.
North Bay.
Oh, North Bay. Oh, right. Right. They have the same water source as Flint.
Cam was actually the first black guy I ever met.
Really? Cam Patterson was the first black kid you ever met? Wow. Now, what did that feel like? Because you're truly colorblind then. You don't know anything about black people. You never grew up with them. What was that like the first time you met a black guy?
I'm kidding, but no. North Bay was very white.
He says he's kidding, but there had to be. Give me the statistics of North Bay, Canada. I guarantee you it's 96% white.
When I was young, it was 99.9.
Oh my God, yeah. So you had one black guy. It's always just one black dude. One black dude who worked at the school.
Didn't like him very much.
Oh my God, Aaron. The only black guy in town you didn't like him, Aaron. Jeez.
He bullied me.
Yeah, I do. I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. How many, what is it? What's the stats of North Bay? How many people are there? What does it say? What's
There's lots of meth there.
Lots of meth. Oh, really? Did you ever do meth? You ever try it, Aaron? You ever dabble?
No,
Oh, come on. I think you're lying. Have you tried any drugs? Yeah, you have.
a lot of them.
Oh, wow. All right. We talking, okay, you just say no when I've covered it. Weed, I know, is a yes. Acid? No. Mushrooms? Done it. Yeah, he smiled at that one. Ketamine? No. What's some other fun ones? Ecstasy? Molly? I know you've done that. Yeah, I know you've done that.
Poppers.
Poppers? Yeah, poppers. Yeah, he's done those. Yeah. What's the one drug you haven't done? Heroin. You've never done heroin. Oh, maybe you have.
I tried to do coke, but I exhaled and blew it away, and I got kicked out.
Oh, God. That's funny, man. Well, don't do coke. No, coke is not good for you anyway because it's got fentanyl in it. Fentanyl that's what's killing everybody. You don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, I don't really do drugs, just mushrooms.
Mushrooms are good. Yes, they're good, right? Now, when you do mushrooms, do you like doing them with a group of people or alone?
With close friends.
Close friends only. Yeah, and you got to have a trip sitter. Do you ever do that? You hire one person out of your group to be a trip sitter? No?
Last time I did mushrooms, we went to the dog park, and I was running around the park half naked throwing sticks for my dog and laughing.
What?
The people watching that would have been like,
Yeah, what is this dude doing? Man, those mushrooms are so good, they got him walking all funny. Hey, look at that, man. That's nuts. That's awesome. Aaron, no more of that. No more half naked in the dog park, okay? That's enough. That's where it ends. I don't really do them anymore, though. I'm not really, I mean, I'll do mushrooms once in a while, but I think I've all but quit experimenting. I'm 41 soon, and I think that's kind of, I don't know, I've had a lot of fun. I like a little bit of a sip of this and that, but I don't know. For the most part, I don't really want to do anything anymore. It's hard. It's harder to recover, too, because especially if I'm partying.
comedy made me kind of quit drinking.
That's interesting. It made me start drinking.
I still drink, but like not a lot.
Well, good. A lot of times people get into comedy and they drink way too much, and then it becomes...
It's just too accessible.
Right, it is. Well, it's way, yeah, we work in a bar. I mean, truly, we work in a bar. If you know anybody that works in bars, it's hard for them to stay sober. But it is too accessible. It's too in your face. It's too all over. Now, everybody down there in Austin smokes. You smoking cigarettes now, huh? I see everyone picked it up. Joe and Tony and Red Band, they're all smoking cigarettes on that show. Are they influencing you to smoke as well?
I fucking hate cigarettes.
You hate them, right? Because you don't like smell. Yeah, you smell like that. Right, when you walk out of that green room filled with cigarette smoke, everybody smokes down there now.
I think I have a bit of asthma.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say anything, we'd believe it. You know what I mean? Who's gonna question it? Yeah, dude, well, I think you'd have a bit of asthma, probably acquired asthma from being down there, because everybody does smoke so much. I mean, that's insane. Yeah, the dog is cramped up. I know, people can't see at home. The dog is comically cramped up underneath McCone. Of all the places to go get comfortable, Al, his dog, has curled up right next to McCone. It's actually very cute.
He just finds the biggest retarded guy in need.
Yes, Aaron. You're fantastic, man. I love you so much. That is absolutely true. Well, the best part about you, Aaron, and the disability is when you're walking with a dog and he poops on something or in public, you don't have to clean it up. What is someone going to come up to you and yell at you? You have to just walk away. Look, you just stare down at it. That's really smart. He's using his disability to get out of picking up dog shit. Very good, Aaron. That's smart. I like that. That's actually very clever. Now, when you go on the road, does somebody open for you? Do you have an opener, or do you just do local?
I bring a friend with a camera because I'm handicapped and don't want to carry stuff.
That's smart. Yeah, right. Well, you don't have to ever carry your luggage. Make a friend carry all your shit. And then you have a friend come and record you. That's actually very smart, too. So with your show, when you do a live show, do you hook up the phone to the board, or do you put the phone up to, you put it on your speaker like you had it when you walked in here? Right. The technology's got to get better.
Daddy Rogan really needs to get Elon Musk to put a chip in my brain.
100%. I totally agree. Let's go, Daddy Rogan. What are you waiting on, Joe? Get this guy a chip so he can communicate from his skull what he's really thinking. It's on the way. You know it is.
Dude, I would get so canceled.
Yeah, you'd get canceled. Yeah. Well, yeah, if they heard what you were thinking, yeah, you pervert. This guy, all the stuff that's coming out of that dome. Do you think they could cancel someone like you? You think you could get canceled? You do, really?
I think the woke mob would love to latch onto a retarded guy just to be like, no one is safe.
No one is safe. Get him! Get his ass! That is true. No, I think, you know what it is, though? Under the guy, here's why I think you are in a good place, because self-deprecation is the king, and you do that very, very well. And you do it with such, I don't know, such like a comical honesty, where you'd be a fool to think you meant anything that you said was off color or off putting, which is how I feel about all of us. I mean, you know, like when Bobby and I joke around about stuff, or when I'm joking with you, like clearly it's coming from a place of love. Otherwise, I wouldn't make the joke. If it was actual hatred or something like that, we would never make those jokes. I mean, that's kind of the thing. It would be too true. You know what I mean? That being said, you did tell me before the show that, you know, you're not a fan of Chinese people, and that's fine. That's fine if that's how you want to live. If that's your stance, that's fine. But
I love Chinese people. I said I don't like Koreans.
oh, right, that's right. You did. That's correct. I apologize. I get them all confused. Now, do you get political in your stand-up act? Do you do political stuff? Give him a couple.
Lately,
alleys.
yes.
You have, yeah. Well, right now, are you doing a Kamala impression right now? Is this Kamala you're doing right now? Do the impression of Kamala Harris. You have one, right? There it is. Perfect. Very good, Ahren.
She keeps rambling on about how everything is in clouds now and it makes no sense ever. I'm pretty sure Kamala Harris is just Joe Biden in blackface.
Yes, that is actually a really good observation. Perhaps this is true, because we haven't seen the real Joe in a long time, have we? He's gone. This is actually very smart. Ooh, Ahren, very, very smart. Kamala Harris is Joe Biden in blackface. We've never seen them in the same room. Do they ever in the same room?
Fuck. Are they gonna come get me?
Yeah.
Did I accidentally find the truth?
Yeah. You figured it out, Ahren. You goddamn sleuth. You sleuth. That could be. You never know. Who knows what the future will hold, man? Maybe we will see a big reveal, you know? That'll blow up Austin. Are you liking Austin right now? Do you like living down there?
Yeah, I like Austin a lot. I miss my friends, but that's comedy.
Yeah, you're going to lose all your friends. Yeah, the more popular you get, you're going to lose all your friends, and you're going to be very popular, so say goodbye to friendship. But that's fine. That's fine. You'll have your dog, and
a vacuum fleshlight?
that's right. We'll send you home with that thing. I promise, man. I promise. We'll send. I don't have the converter, though. You have to get a converter because it's a U.S. plug, so when you take it back to Canada, you got to get a converter, right? Don't they use different plugs up there? I know, I'm kidding. Don't use different plugs, Ahren. You're a different plug guy, aren't you? Now, butt plugs you're really into. That's something you told me that you wanted to talk about before the show. Butt plugs. Now, you're walking around with one right now with a butt plug in.
Tony keeps trying to give me them, but I'm like, no.
Dude, you know how funny this is, too? It's like, I knew I'm giving him toss-ups for the butt plug thing. And I knew he's going to say, Tony, we're a good team, you and I, babe. We should do a duo act together, huh? I talk too much. You don't talk enough. Perfect.
We should give you a phone.
Yeah. Slow me down a little bit. That would be funny. If we both get on a phone. I do like it. Well, I do already have a disabled partner, so I'm sorry. I already work with Bobby every day, so that's my real disabled partner that I'm.
Can we fight to the death and winner gets to be your bitch?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think you'd win 100%. There's no chance anybody would be able to beat you down, baby. No, don't grab a bottle, Ahren. He's losing his mind, dude. He's either wants to drink or fight this guy, man. All right, so how long is this tour that you're doing right now? Are you going to be on the road for a long time? Because you're here, and you're staying in California for a minute, you said. How many dates are we doing, Ahren Belisle?
I'm on and off. I think I'm away from home until October.
That's good. It's good to be on the road. Now, is this like, do you think Kill Tony, the pop from Kill Tony, did you feel it really changed your life and your career, huh? You really felt it?
Yeah, my following came from Kill Tony and social media.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it wholeheartedly, man. I mean that when I say this. You're a very, very funny dude, man. Everything I've seen from you has been very, very funny. And I think that the best part is you know how to roll with the punches on that show and from that show better than anybody I've seen on there. You don't let it hit you. Some people go on the show, they let it get to them a little bit and all that stuff. But I haven't seen you do that at all. I mean, I've seen you kind of roll with it in the best way, which I think is super commendable and hard to do because that show is hard to do. And I don't think people at home know that's a hard balance to do. That's how I judged it years ago. I used to judge it when Tony started it back here, and it's really difficult because you try to be mean but funny, but, it's a delicate dance.
It's very hard, and especially with a phone.
Yeah.
You can cut dead air here, not there.
Right, right, yeah. Well, there is dead air there. I mean, Red Band is still on the show, right?
Someone needs to take his iPad away.
Yeah.
Leave it to the professionals.
That's exactly right. You know what you're doing, yes. You're more apt with the technology than Red Band is. That is a fucking fact.
I'm going to get kicked off the show.
No. Never in a million years. You're too integral to the part of that show, man. Now, I didn't see, did you do Madison Square Garden with those guys? You were there, yeah? I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw just clips online.
The second night,
Oh, great.
I did a trans joke. The white people online were mad.
People were mad about this? It's just you're just playing. You're just playing around.
One comment is like, so do you think certain races shouldn't be in the Olympics too? I thought about it real hard because I believe in equity and love for all and fairness. That's why I decided that black people have an advantage, so they shouldn't be allowed to compete in any sports.
That's exactly right, dude. They're better than us. It's unfair. And I agree with Ahren Belisle. No more black guys in sports. I agree, Ahren Belisle. We've had enough. They dominate. It's not fair. Get them out of there. I agree, Ahren. I agree. Keep sports white. Let's bring it back to the old days, man. Layups, right? Layups. We don't need dunks. That's.
I need you to understand. This is all comedy. It isn't real. I'm not a transphobic racist.
No, everybody at home knows that. And let me say this. When we joke around, just like when I kid with Ahren about anything, again, it's coming from this place of love and respect. And I get it. You're right. I know you need to say that sometimes these days. There's no context anymore. And people don't know. Clearly, you're kidding. And you're not a transphobic racist. I mean, you're not transphobic.
I'm also a misogynist.
You are. Yeah, that you are. I've heard you say some foul stuff about women. It's unbelievable, dude. The way you treat them. Yeah, the poke the condom story, we know that wasn't true, right? He did that. Yeah, we know you did that. She didn't do that. Yeah, you were trying to spread the good word. You wanted more Belisle out there. That's what you were doing.
No.
No. Ahren, no.
Airplanes would be better if all the babies were mute, though. Maybe I should donate sperm?
Yeah, maybe, buddy. Well, they won't take mine. They'll probably take yours over mine. They don't like redheaded sperm. You know that? We're not allowed to donate sperm anymore. They don't take redheaded sperm.
Really?
Yes, I swear to God. Most sperm banks say no redhead applicants because people don't request it. They don't want it. So they end up throwing away a lot of redheaded sperm.
I wonder if they would take mine. That would be hilarious if I could, and you couldn't.
That's exactly right. They would take yours and they won't take mine. That's more likely than not, my friend. People would rather, that's it. What is the world saying? We'd rather have my kid have cerebral palsy than have red hair. Imagine a kid with cerebral palsy with red hair. Jesus. What a nightmare, huh?
But that's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
Look at you.
He's been making fun of me. He said, this is the thing. People think he's a sweet, nice guy off camera, just berating all of us, man. Just the meanest guy on planet Earth.
People think he's a nice guy, but the first thing he said was,
what did I say? What did I say? What did I say, Ahren? What did I say? You tell me what
was
I
it?
You tell me. What did I say, Ahren? Yeah, what was it?
I think you said I need to piss in the corner.
No, you piss yourself. You say, where do I pee? I say, you pee right there. You stand right there. And I fed your sweet dog water. I was doing you a favor, Ahren. I was being a nice guy to your beautiful dog. No, you know how much I've told you I like you so much. I really do. I think you're a super talented guy. And I knew right away when we met, I thought, I'm going to be able to joke with him. He's going to have a great sense of humor. Just because I could tell someone's energy. Right when you got out of the car and you walked in here, You have this energy. I knew I could mess with you like I've known you before. It feels like I've already known you.
You use the word walk loosely?
Yeah, sorry. When I saw you fall into the studio here. Ahren, what is this tattoo? I want to see this tattoo. What is this tattoo?
Is a wolf and a dragon?
A wolf and a dragon. Oh, wow. Oh, that's actually very dope. And is that on the underneath? Oh, let me see. Yeah, let me see the other side. Oh, that's fucking cool, dude. Oh, my God. It goes all the way up. He's just trying to show me his tits at this point. Beautiful. Now, underneath, that's a swastika on the inside. Is that what that is, Ahren? And that's interesting. Does that have something to do with the dragon or that's wolf culture? I guess Germans are very, das Wolf, ja? Das ist Wolf, ja? Yeah, I get it. Ahren, don't try to backtrack now, pal. I caught him, see? No, there's no swastika on it, ladies and gentlemen. We are kidding.
Do you have any tattoos?
No. You know what? I don't have any tattoos, and I'll tell you why. Every time I went to go get a tattoo, everything I thought I liked at the time, I thought, am I going to like this in 10 years? And I couldn't decide on anything at all. I wish I had the tattoo. I'd like to get something. I don't know what I would get. You tell me what to get.
So it's not because you're afraid of needles?
No. I mean, I spent 10 years down at Skid Row using needles. No, I'm not afraid of those at all. No, I'm afraid. You know what it is? I'm afraid I'm going to hate it. I don't care. The pain means nothing to me. That I don't care about. There's more pain in my heart and my brain that could ever be on my skin. I just am afraid of hating it. In 5 years being like, I don't like that. I don't know why I got that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that way about small purchases. There's like shirts that I buy. Yeah, him. Exactly. Him. Correct. I've had him now for how long have I had you? A year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been the worst time of my entire life. I hate him, Ahren. And for people that don't know, Aaron's talking about McCone, and Ahren has had to put up with McCone since the beginning. First of all, we have it on camera. We should show it. He slapped the headphones on Ahren so abusively.
I'm pretty sure it was a hate crime.
It was a hate crime. It was. Thank you, Ahren. He slapped him on there, and it just made me sick that I still have to pay you for this kind of behavior. You want to say sorry to Ahren Belisle?
I'm sorry, Ahren. I'm sorry.
Say it honestly. Say it genuinely, from the bottom of your heart.
I'm sorry. If I could do it over again, I would.
Do you accept his apology or believe it in the first place, Ahren?
Thank you. Now give me $40.
Give him some money, you piece of shit. Give him money right now. Ahren, I totally agree with this move. Yeah, break out the money, hotshot. He's a rich guy now, too, by the way, this guy. He's living on top. He's got what? How much?
$13?
That's not going to cut it. Come back with 40 or...
Pain and suffering.
Pain and suffering. That's exactly right.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Hey, guys, sometimes intimate moments pop up on you, but sometimes they don't pop as hard as you'd like them to. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit of ED. Look, ED is extremely common. Millions and millions of men have it. Ain't no thing. Not a big deal. Thank God for Hims. Hims provides access to a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments, such as chewable hard mints, proven treatments like Viagra and Cialis, or their generics for up to 95% cheaper. Save some dough. Hims is changing men's healthcare by providing access to affordable sexual health treatments, all from the comfort of your couch. This is the best part. You don't got to go to a doctor's office. We're always living in doctor's offices. The older we get, waiting rooms, parking garages, all that. No insurance is needed. Pay one low price for your treatments, online visits, ongoing shipments, and provider messaging. Stay connected. It's really easy. You just answer a series of questions on their site, and the medical provider will determine the right treatment option for you. If prescribed, your medication ships directly to you for free. It's on the house, baby. On their house, to your house. Hims has hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, so if ED is getting you down, it's time you find the option that works for you to get you up. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/whiskey. That's Hims, HIMS.com/whiskey for your personalized ED treatment options. Hims.com/whiskey. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan. It's time you led your business into the future with ShipStation. It is the fastest, most affordable way to ship products to your customers with discounts up to 89% off UPS, DHL Express, and USPS rates. It's incredible. We've been using ShipStation for so long over here at our studios, whether it's on Bad Friends or the Whisk Ginge, to ship our merch to you. You can effortlessly scale your business, smart features and automations that boost efficiency while bringing costs down. You want to save the money, but you want the shipments to go up? You got to use ShipStation. Over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce business with ShipStation. 98% of companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life. Give me a break. If you're selling something at all, whether you're pushing out merchandise like we do, you have some sort of product that you sell your own homemade soaps, huh? Well, it's a global world. Get that e-commerce business the place that it belongs with ShipStation. They help you achieve exceptional shipping efficiency with a robust all-in-one order fulfillment system that integrates with over 180 of the most popular e-commerce platforms, marketplaces, and characters you must try. Lead your e-commerce business into a smarter future with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to ShipStation today. Go to ShipStation.com and use the code WHISKEY to sign up for your free 60-day trial. That's ShipStation.com. Code is WHISKEY.
Ginger. I like gingers.
You haven't done Rogan, right? You haven't done the podcast. No. I hope he has you on there, though.
Do you think I could do Rogan? He talks so fast and by the time I respond to one idea, he will be on idea 97.
Yeah, that's right. It's actually true. He'll ask you about. Just have your stuff about apes and aliens loaded up. You'll be good. You'll get around to that at some point. By the third or fourth hour, you'll have apes or aliens come up, and you'll level out. How am I doing with you with this technology? This is the first time I've ever had this. So how am I handling this interview?
You're kind of a dick.
Yeah. Ahren, now you tell that thing that you love me. You say it right now. You type it in there and you say, I love you, Andrew.
I love you, Andrew.
Oh, it has to be from a girl. It can't be from the guy's voice. I love you, too. I love you. I actually genuinely like you a lot. I think you're a fantastic comic. But you are a mean guy. Everyone thinks Aaron's a sweet guy, and all the girls out there, be careful.
No, I'm very nice.
Yes, you are. You are a very nice guy.
I came in and asked for water, and you're like, no, but here's a fleshlight.
Yeah. I said, you can't drink anything, but we have a machine that'll suck your penis. It'll suck the skin right off your wiener. That's what I said. Yeah, I told you could take it. I want you to take it home. I'm telling you. You can take that shit home, baby. You have it if you want it.
Is it used?
Yeah, nothing here is new. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's got a couple miles on it. A couple of Korean miles on it. Bobby's used so many of the sex toys around here, I wouldn't trust using any of them. They've all been used, my friend. They have all been. If it smells like peanut butter, it's been used. Ahren, when you go out in Austin, do people harass you? Are you getting recognized a lot? Because you're.
I like it when they're not like grabbing me like a personal rag doll.
Yeah, that's not fun. Well, let me tell you something. That's not exclusive to you saying that because you feel vulnerable. Which I imagine, yes, you're saying you feel vulnerable. I love taking pictures with fans and saying hi to fans. I don't like it when people, especially if they're drunk, and they grab you and they want to, that's not fun for anybody because you feel kind of like if you say anything, you're a dick. If I say like, hey man, don't grab me, please.
There was one guy who pulled me downstairs in Tennessee or something, and I'm like,
yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, you get seriously hurt. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah, that's the rule to all the fans. I would. Some fan was like, "Oh, I know you don't like taking photos." I was like, "Where? Of course I like taking photos. I just don't want some drunk guy grabbing at me, being aggressive." But I feel like that's a pretty common request that someone would say, "Don't be an asshole," and would love to take a photo or say hi or just hang out.
Even drunk girls I had a girlfriend and this girl kept grabbing my ass, and I'm like, "Listen, bitch."
Listen, bitch, I already got a girl. Back off. You got a nice shitter, though. That's why you got a nice butt, don't you? You got a nice butt, don't you, Ahren Belisle? That's your problem, pal. You walk outside with that thing, expect it to be grabbed. Yeah, that's your fault, buddy, right? Isn't that what they say? What did you expect? You went outside wearing those nice blue pants. You think I wasn't going to grab that juicy ass? That's on you, pal. That's your fault. Get a worse ass.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Thanks.
I walk up the street and I make everyone else drool too.
You're not the only one out there drooling, baby. You're not the only one. All those chicks are to look at that juicy Belisle. Look at that juice on Belisle. Look at that badonk. What's that called? What do the kids call it? What's the butt? What's the other word for butt now?
Gyat.
The gyat. Look at that gyat on Belisle. That's what it is. You got a nice gyat. Well, that's your fault, man. Wear baggier clothes. That's on you. All right, what is it? What is he finding out about your last name, Belisle?
Belisle is derived from an island off the coast of France that means beautiful isle.
Do you know this, obviously? Yes, yes. Well, I don't know. I mean, some people don't know the history of their own name. It means beautiful island.
What's the history of your name?
Santino. You know what's really funny? I got to do one of those, the 23andMe's, because we think it might not be my last name. My last name, we think my great-grandfather used a first name as a last name. Yeah, that's what kind of dumb people I come from. Because you know when they say, what's your surname? In Canada, they say surname, which means last name. We think my grandfather used his first name.
Do you have all your chromosomes and stuff from your grandpa?
Well, I got one extra. Yeah, I got one extra.
I'm kind of a mutt. My dad is an orphan and my mom is like Canadian, Irish, Scottish, whatever.
Wow. You got it all in you then. And your dad's an orphan, so he's not from it. He doesn't know. Unless he does one of those...
Not an orphan. He has a mom.
Oh, okay. Well, but he was abandoned as a child? I mean...
But she won't tell him anything about his dad.
Oh, right. Well, there's a dark history there then. And that's why you're a comedian. You come from dark history and you're a comic. That's why. When did you start when did you start thinking you were going to do comedy? Were you a young boy, a young lad?
I never did.
Oh.
I went to a comedy show and I was heckling the guy. And he's like, okay, you do it then. So I did.
No shit. Wow. He was heckling and turned out to be a comic. But has this become a dream of yours now, though? Or has this become something that you want to do for a long time? I mean, for the rest of your life, perhaps?
Yeah, I quit my job. I'm a comic now.
What was your job?
Software engineer.
No shit.
Highly incompetent software engineer. They paid me money to quit. I was so bad.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. You're just taking up time and space. Get out of here, Belisle. Get going. Yeah, but now you're a full-time comic. Doesn't that feel great? That's got to feel amazing. You're doing live performance for money, and it's free. There's no rules.
I mean, for a long time, I weirdly felt really sad because all the structure was gone and no security. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, look, dude, you're not wrong in that. That's when we all kind of start making it a commitment to do it full time. When I first started doing it full time, yes, the overwhelming feeling of like, what if I'm broke and I never make another dime? How am I going to get back into another industry? And what if this doesn't pan out, or what if this goes away? And by the way, those feelings, they never go away. They'll never leave you. They'll never leave you. But that's how you know you might be a good comic, because you give a shit. You don't just think
that's good to hear.
Yes. Well, trust me. You don't just think it's all... first of all, you're not entitled to shit. Nobody owes you shit. So you have to make your own future continuously. And if you stop, it stops. So that's kind of a beautiful thing.
Do you enjoy your big wins? I feel like I did things like AGT, and instead of being like, holy shit, I did AGT, I'm like, fuck, what do I do now to get better than that?
Right. Yeah. No, yeah, but you have to enjoy the big wins. Like, you have to celebrate them and have fun. And we try to do that as much as we can. I mean, he's been along for a couple of great rides. But I will say, as cliche, every cliche you've ever heard when you were a young person, it was true. That the hunt is better than the kill, that, you know, things can get lonelier as you at the top. You know, all these like bullshit cliche, they're all kind of true, because the hunt is always better than the kill. You know, doing MSG, telling yourself or knowing you're doing MSG is probably a lot better than physically doing MSG. And that's only because the emotion attached is always going to be stronger than the reality, you know? It's like your thought of something is always going to be better than the actual thing, because you fantasize it. But I will say this, you're going to have a lot more big wins. You're a great comic, dude. And you're a great dude from as little as I know you, except for the having sex with your dog thing. But you're going to have a lot of great wins, but you should celebrate them. You try your best to live in them.
Thanks, man. I only do that once a year.
I know. You said that. No, but you are going to have a lot more big wins. I think you're going to continue to have a great career. And the only way that continues is if you keep putting yourself in a pressure cooker. If you keep making yourself go, it's not good enough. I want to be better. I want to keep doing this. Complacency is going to kill you. Any comic you know, any performer, as soon as they get complacent, they die. It's over. Because then they don't really give a shit about it anymore, and it doesn't matter. So you should put yourself up, against a wall a little bit.
Yeah, it's important, to push yourself and say, I gotta be better. But you need to balance it with I'm doing great. It's hard to both.
It is hard to do both, but you are doing great. So it's that's all you need to know, right? Look, I think the level of anxiety that I know you probably have is what we all have. And it doesn't matter if you're the most famous dude in comedy or you're just starting out. The anxiety is the same. That's the one thing I can say. Because you're worried about others' perception of your work. So you're like, man, I hope this is good enough. I hope this is funny enough. I really hope that this is, and it appeals to me. I hope I'm doing shit I like, which is hard. It's not gonna always be that way where you're always doing exactly the way you want it to happen. But as long as you give a shit about it and you keep trying and changing and molding and manipulating the way you put stuff out, there's no end to the thing. There will be no end to the thing until you want to stop, until you're like, I'm done. I don't feel like doing this anymore. And, but you probably won't. You'll do it until you're dead because you seem like you love it, The hard thing for you is going to be, and you already know that, is the next stage after Kill Tony, because Kill Tony is big. It's helped a lot of people's careers. He's done a great job for you guys. What's next for you? You know what I mean? Do you want to do acting shit? You want to do all that stuff?
Yeah, I need to start building my own thing. I'm not sure what the thing is yet, though.
Nobody does. I mean, we all don't know. We're all kind of hunting for what we want to do next. And in the meantime, you'll just make other shit and it'll start to grow. But, your future's bright because you have your disposition is unbelievable. I mean, you made me smile when I first saw you. Right when you walked in, because your energy is great. I can tell that you have a comic's energy to you. That when I joked around with you when I first saw you in the hallway, right away you're in it. Which I think you can tell that you love this world. You love the comedic world of freedom and bouncing and these offbeat ideas. And I think that's going to help propel you to whatever it is the next thing that you feel like doing.
Yeah, I love to have fun. That's why comedy went great.
I mean, it's doing better than great, my friend. It's fucking killing it.
This is getting kind of gay now, though.
Yeah, it's gay. Yeah, it's very gay. Yeah, it's getting real gay. You want a kiss? Don't ask me because I'll do it, Belisle. Don't.
Mutecomedian.com. Nobody can spell my name.
That's right. All right. AHREN BELISLE, and we'll put the link in the description. And I could spell it right. The first time I put it in my phone, I was right. So maybe I'm smarter than the average person. But go to AhrenBelisleComedy.com. Please go see him. I don't care that it got sentimental. I really like you. I think you're a great comic and a good dude. And we end the show the same way. You look into that camera right there, and you say a word or a phrase to end the episode. I assume you're going to have a good phrase. So give me one word or one phrase to end the episode. I'm hoping for a phrase out of Ahren Belisle.
Why?
That's great.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.